Jos Metropolis, Nigeria, is a rapidly expanding urban center where the population boom is stretching local infrastructure to its limits. The volume of generated waste is currently outrunning traditional civic interventions, leaving physical piles of refuse and pollution in the streets. But where the community actually gathers, in churches and mosques, we see grassroots networks with a reach that far exceeds that of secular government agencies. This suggests a new possibility. The religious sermon might succeed in solving an ecological crisis where standard civic policy has struggled to find a foothold. Survival for these urban centers may depend on environmentalism moving from a secular civic duty to a sacred spiritual obligation. We can track the results of this approach through a study published in the British Journal of Advanced Research. Lead author Amba alongside Franklin B.G. Tanee and Balogun Ayomide Olumide set out to see if religious teachings could yield tangible ecological results. Their work centers on eco-spirituality. Rooted in stewardship theory, this is the theological belief that nature is a sacred trust, and humans have a divine mandate to protect it. The researchers measured exactly how these spiritual values dictate daily, physical environmental practices on the ground in Jos Metropolis. By combining sociology with environmental science, they demonstrated that faith can function as a measurable, actionable ecological tool. The team used a rigorous mixed methods approach, surveying 400 respondents from various faith communities while conducting physical audits of their worship centers. The data shows that eco-spirituality is integrated into these activities to a high degree, scoring 3.99 out of 5 on the scale. The strongest driver identified is the direct instruction from religious leaders commanding their members to protect God's creation, a metric that hits 4.36. When leaders prioritize this theological message, it causes a direct increase in community awareness regarding sustainable resource use. That awareness leads to collective action, sparking community-led tree planting and large-scale neighborhood sanitation exercises. However, there is a clear limitation. These organizations score a low 3.47 when it comes to collaborating with government agencies. Religious institutions have built a large internal environmental movement, but it currently operates in a silo, largely cut off from state-level support. To see if these sermons actually alter the physical environment, the researchers audited the spaces around the worship centers. The waste audit shows a divided reality. While 58% of waste is funneled to municipal disposal, 42% is still dumped in open spaces. There is also the issue of noise pollution. During peak worship times, noise levels reach 84.6 decibels, which exceeds safe residential limits. Water quality testing near these centers found that while pH levels are acceptable, they fail standards for turbidity and coliform contamination due to a lack of proper infrastructure. Motivation is incredibly high among worshipers, but without technical and municipal support, these organizations cannot achieve physical sustainability on their own. The results show that religious institutions possess the cultural authority to connect abstract climate policy with daily human behavior. To maximize this, governments should move away from isolated planning and formally partner with these faith-based organizations on climate action and sanitation. These organizations, in turn, can create lasting change by building eco-spiritual education directly into their core religious curriculums. We recognize Amba, Tanee, and Olumide for their thorough research, and the British Journal of Advanced Research for providing a platform for this work. This study provides a data-backed strategy for how we must approach environmental governance in Africa.
Submit your manuscript today.